Hello water signs, Pisces, Cancer and Scorpio. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. I've decided to do this midweek reading for you, water signs. I'm going to call it Angels and Fairies for July 2020. The cards I've chosen to use are, first of all, the Oracle of the Angels cards by Mario de Guay. And then as a clarifier, the Fairy Oracle by Brian Foward. So I'll just put the Fairy Oracle to one side a little bit. I've pre-shuffled both of the decks, and I'll just do a final shuffle now, and then we'll get them laid out and see what all of the energies want to say to you at this time. Water sign, bear with me. Oh no, that's where it wanted to split, so I'm not going to argue with the cards. Right, so if I lay them out, we have current energy, or the heart of the reading, the challenges to that, what's in your power 1 and 2, and then an outcome, and then one from the bottom, which is a bit of an extra message and an extra energy. From the cards, from the universe and the earth, and just a final shuffle for the Fairy Oracle. I'll do it again. Okay, yeah. So just lay them on top to give a bit of extra depth to your reading, water signs. Right, all right, let's see what's at the heart of your reading. Application and Fairies of the Waters. Application, and as it says on the tin, we've got the book that's open, and we have the tree growing from the book, and the roots are well embedded in the pages of the book. And for me, this is about drawing on the roots of knowledge to apply. So it's about applying ourselves, water signs, applying yourself to something, and whether it's drawing on an inner knowledge, a wisdom, whether it's drawing on knowledge that you have gradually learned, that you've studied, perhaps, or read about, or observed. But this is about now, you drawing on that now and applying it. You've got the tree of knowledge, look, that's grown here, and it's got the leaves just starting to open up. And there you are at the heart of that. So it's drawing on universal energies, and then drawing up the earth energies from the roots. But this is where you're drawing your energy from, look, and your knowledge is from the roots. And that is the knowledge you're drawing up from the earth roots. All right? But you've got the complement of the universal energies coming down as well. So that's beautiful. So this is about application. And also we've got Tahara of the Waters as a clarifier. Now this is about your emotions, water signs. You can be an emotional sign, very sensitive sign, and we do sometimes, in like the fish, you know, like the fish with Pisces, for example, where we have to go with the flow. It's okay. I say I am a Pisces myself. So we go along the waters of emotions, don't we? But it's the same for all of the water signs. We are very much got this undercurrent of emotion, emotional intelligence, and guided, and sometimes react to our emotions. We feel things very deeply, very sensitively. So, but with Tahara of the Waters, what she's saying is it's up to you how you respond and react to this emotional, how you feel emotionally about whatever this application is. So, you know, do you take a step back and you respond and go with the emotion of it? Or are you finding it a bit of a challenge? Are you feeling a bit irritated by it, or a little bit gloomy about things at the moment because of all the planetary activity that's happening around up in the heavens that can connect with us and affect us? All right, so this is at the heart of your reading, water signs. So the challenge to that, this is about higher thought and the journeyman. So if I just come to the journeyman first, this is about the journey that you're on, water signs. So this isn't about looking at the destination. This is about how you get there, and every step of the way is part of that journey, and that is what's really, really important, water signs. It's how we are, how we manage the journey, where we put our feet down, what the next step is, how we manage that. And remember, we have our emotions to deal with as well as we go forward. So higher thought. So the higher thought, this is when we are connecting to the universal energies and we are thinking very much, very, very spiritually, very much in our mind, if you like, having to think things through with clarity and accuracy, making connections. So it's that higher level of thought that at this time, whatever it is with the application, is proving to be a challenge at this time. But it's part of the process, remember. It's part of the this is what's happening as you're going forward on this journey, on this application. All right, it's having to stay in your mind at times, and that's the challenge. So what's in your power? Right, communication. Because we have Arval Parrot here. He's pointing to his throat chakra, look, and his antennae, his long eyebrows that are lit up at the ends. So he's receiving information, all right, and it's about receiving it and then the communication about how we respond to that, how we put that into words and thoughts, the communication that's coming down for us. So here we have angel whispers. So this is about taking note of the signs, what are the signs, the thoughts that come into our mind, particularly when we are meditating. Perhaps you have been noticing more little white feathers around you on the ground as you're going walking. Perhaps there's other signs that you're aware, little robins singing and following you along the hedgerow. These are all signs from the angels that they're trying to give you messages, and they're trying to guide you. So this is in your power at the moment. You are actually able to receive and understand the angel whispers, the universal energy messages that are coming down and communicating with you, and then how to use those messages for the higher good, for the good of yourself, those around you, and the higher good. Water signs. Now, what else is in your power? You've got an inner calling. There is an inner calling happening. You are probably, for those that this is meaningful to, you will perhaps be aware of this. But if you're not, there is an inner calling happening. You're on your journey, you're on your path. It's a very, very important time for you, water signs. This is where you're coming into your own. All right, you're getting this understanding. Remember about the application, and you're on a journey, and about higher thought. So there's an inner calling, your destiny, if you like, a destiny card. Now, Fluff the Footer is saying you've got to keep grounded with all these higher energies coming down, all this higher thought, all these universal connections that are happening with you. You have got to keep grounded, because otherwise your energy is going to become unbalanced, water signs. So you need to keep balanced, otherwise you're going to feel out of sorts. All right, and that's going to be counterproductive for the way you're going and the work you're going to do. So keep grounded, walk in nature, massage your feet, have a shower, a bath, wear deep earth colours at times, wrap yourself in a beautiful deep coloured wrap or blanket. So yes, whatever it means, come away from the internet, come away from watching the news at times, because that can take us very much into our mind, can't it? And disturb our sense of equilibrium and balance. All right, so very important messages for you, water signs. And then in the outcome position, we have positive intention and Luethos the Wild. Positive, this is about keeping your thoughts positive. Your intentions, what you are intending, what you're thinking about and intending to do, aspiring to, is very, very important. So keep your energies positive, keep them high. Think about positive outcomes. Think about very positively what it is that you are wanting, where you are heading, but keep it high, keep your energies high. And that's why it's so important. That's why Fluff the Foot has come through as well, because you've got to get balance. You've got to achieve balance as you're very much being guided and led here, water signs. So, keep the balance, keep the sense of balance. At the end of the day, you are here on the earth, we've still got to manage life on the earth plane in a practical, earthly manner. But positive intention and Luethos the Wild, there's a very quick energy. So you're going to feel sometimes you've got this urgent energy to react quickly, to respond quickly, to do something quickly without thinking. So this energy is going to be around you. However, the message of this, of Luethos the Wild, is don't, Sometimes it's appropriate to act quickly. Sometimes it's necessary. But other times, you need to respond in a more measured way to something, whether it's communication, whether it's something happening in front of you, whether it's a thought, whether it's replying to an email or a text, whatever it is. Take your time, don't react, don't respond too quickly, think about it first. And so this energy has come in alongside a positive intention. So just take your time. I like the calmness of this positive intention energy. Take your time. There isn't any rush. Take your time as you build up your positive intentions, as you build up your aspirations and your thought processes. Take your time. It's all part of remember, it's the journey. And that's why that's in the challenge part of you, because you've got Luethos the Wild here that's urging you to act quickly. Okay. And then finally, blessing. This is the final message coming in for you. The Bodacious Bodak and blessing. So this card is saying, you are truly blessed. That you've got blessings coming down from the universe, and look at the energy you're drawing on from the roots. And you're combining, it's connecting at the heart center. So the universal energy, the earth energy is coming up and connecting at your heart center. And this is a true blessing for you, water signs. Beautifully. See all the planets. We've got the planets here, the universal. There's lots going on in the heavens at this time. But you are able to make good use of what's happening in the universe at this time, water signs. True blessing. And just very finally, we have the Bodacious Bodak. And this is about this is the meddler. He's the meddler. So if there's something that needs completing and finishing, you must do it. You must do it, because he'll come in and finish it for you, and it won't be how you want it to be done. So this is about doing what, you be your authentic self and go on the journey, but take your time, but go on the journey and just you do what you need to be doing now, because you are in a truly blessed position All right. Don't leave things to chance. Complete that which needs completing. Or otherwise somebody else will step in and do it for you, and it won't be right. I'm going to leave it there, water signs. I've really enjoyed doing this reading for you. Thank you so much for joining me, and please do join me again in the future for future reading. Good luck going forward. Bye-bye.